Well, hello there, Iron fans. Hope you've all got over the weekend and the 3-0 victory at Rushall. I think I've gradually got over it. I'm now in full mode, looking forward to our away trip to Curzon Ashton next week. Travelling again next week. I'm going with the club's bus next week. And just to say a little bit on what's happened, apparently the official supporters club have had to suspend some further away trips due to some damage or something that was done on the bus. I've got to say the young lads were rather boisterous on the bus, and it would appear that some damage was done. I'd just like to say to people, when you're travelling on these buses, there's a lot of hard work goes in by the people, and that they're doing it themselves in their own time, putting on the buses, the organisation that's involved. And I've got to say, on that bus, they never stopped up and down the bus if you want drinks or anything. The service was absolutely awesome, and I'd like to say a big thank you to the official supporters club for the way they looked after us on the bus. It was fantastic. I'm sure it's the same on all the buses, the work that goes in. So just a little message to anybody, when you're on the buses, just please think of those people that have organised it and the work that goes in. And at the end of the day, you don't want to get banned from travelling. If we need as many fans away as we can. So, don't get banned from going on the bus if it's your only way of travelling. But anyway, that's enough of that. On to Curzon next week. Anybody that's hoping to travel by train, there is a train strike on, so you need to really check whether the trains are running. And anybody that's popping into Manchester, anybody with a travel pass, it won't work on their tram system. It's worth noting. And again, as mentioned in a previous video, an item of interest at Curzon, there's a statue outside the ground that's dedicated to 3 people born in that area that all have World Cup winning medals. Maybe worth having a photograph taken with the statue, maybe some Scunthorpe scarves on it or flags or whatever. Bit of history there. But yeah, talk a little bit about Curzon Ashton. They're unbeaten at the moment. They're 12th in the table. They were playing Buxton. They got a 1-1 draw away. They've got the player that got the goal for them, Matthews, who's a central defender. It might be someone to watch out for from set pieces, particularly corners. He rose high above everybody to knock in a header past the Buxton keeper, so we maybe need to keep our eyes on him, what's worth noting. Attendances. The attendance, I think, was 900 and something for us at Rushall. Be interesting to see what the attendance will be at Curzon. Their attendance at Buxton, incidentally, was only 501. I was having a scour through what was the sort of lowest attendances on last Saturday and what was the highest. The highest was at South Shields, which was 2,308 against Scarborough. And the lowest was Peterborough Sports against Spennymoor, and they only had 305 people there. So when you look at what sort of amount of fans that Scunthorpe are taking away, there is going to be quite a lot of grounds where we'll probably outnumber the home fans. Doesn't necessarily mean that every game will play like a home game. Be nice to think if it did, but I'm afraid football don't work like that. It's optimism at the moment in full swing because we're doing well. Yes, probably could have played better, but we got, again, like I said in the previous video, you win 3-0 away, clean sheet. We're top of the table on 10 points. We can't complain, especially after the last 5 years at Glanford Park. It's time for everybody to have big smiles and be filled with optimism and hope of the future. So yeah, but yeah, looking forward again to Saturday. Looking forward to the buses, and again a big thank you to all those that are putting the buses on, that work on the buses and give their own time. You know, massive thank you. Sometimes I don't think appreciation is shown enough to these people. It's the dedicated people, and it's a massive thank you. So yeah. Anyway, hope to see you all on Saturday. Take care. Up the iron.